Welcome back, friends, to Project Zomboid. I'm Juniper, and today we are going to be visiting a few places that we've already been to, or at least we've been close to, and pick up some stuff that I think is there. We've been searching for some magazines for quite a while, and it occurred to me that there are some magazines, or there's some places that might have magazines that we've passed by a whole bunch of times. So we're not going to try to push into any new territory today, but we are going to go back to a couple of places we've already been to. First up is up in this direction, and I'm not going to drive all the way there because we do have some zombies to deal with. So I'm going to leave the car here, and we're going to hope that it's fine. Is my flashlight on? Yeah, it was. Alright, we're gonna do this kind of quickly, so I'm gonna switch over to the fancier axe here just to get this job done with. And then we're gonna work our way up. There should only be a handful of zombies here. We've been clearing out this area for quite some time. See, look at that. Look at how nice and peaceful it is. Although those are some kind of big groups. I'm gonna try to avoid them. I'm not in the mood to fight a whole bunch of zombies today. Our target is up in this direction at a strip mall, at the next one. There's kind of a mirror image, two strip malls that are subdivided by a road. We're headed up to the other one because there's a bookstore there, and that bookstore might have magazines. We'll have to see if we can thread the needle here without being noticed. Certainly pushing it. There's more zombies in this area than I would like to tangle with. It would certainly be a lot safer for us to take care of a group. Yeah, that one's already noticed us. We're gonna have to work our way through some of these guys, unfortunately. So I guess we'll start with these guys. I'm not sure how long this will take. Hopefully not too long. This one's got a snow ghillie outfit on and a shotgun. We saw this guy a couple of times in the mall. Pretty sure I picked up the outfit at some point. Well, that's this first group all cleared up. And part of the second one, too. There seem to be more zombies up here on the right than there are on the left. So, we might just make it through on this particular push here without having to wake up that other group. Although if my alarm goes off, then that would be bad. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and check the map real quick here. Our last helicopter was on the 20th of September. And it's the 22nd. Okay, yeah, so we are absolutely fine. We have nothing to worry about from a helicopter perspective. Yep, the zombies just keep pushing into this area. I think this store right here, one of these up here is that bookstore that I'm referencing. And there's quite a population in this area. They just keep on pushing in, but I guess we can deal with them. big group. Probably more than I should have pulled. All at the same time, at least. It's okay, we can string them down the road for quite a while here. It shouldn't be a big deal, as long as I don't have one sneaking up behind me. We also don't have any fake dead zombies to worry about in this area, so should be just fine. I could even stop here and do a quick check for any digital watches. There's one. Alright, 2 digital watches to dismantle. I think this is our target right here. It's awfully close to this group. We might just be able to sneak our way in. Normally, with this many zombies, because we're playing on 8 times population here, normally sneaking into somewhere is a bad idea, and you're going to want to, yeah, that's a bookstore. You're going to want to fight your way in, because if you sneak in and they hear you somehow, the odds of you getting cornered is pretty high. So fortunately, I don't think this group down here has noticed us, but we're going to be really careful, and we're not going to push too far into this bookstore without, yeah, see, I opened that door, and either walking over to the door or opening the door woke this one up, so we might be well advised to just go and take care of this whole big group that's over here. I think that's probably the right call. And it sure is a pretty big group. Alright, let's pull them. Oh, this one, the first one's got a dagger, I think. It's either a dagger or a hunting knife. It's a dagger. It's good that we got him at the beginning here, and there's only 3 of them. So I'm gonna grab that dagger. I think we're building up quite a collection of the antique armory weapons. We got a dagger here on our belt right now. Alright, can I get the next group of 2 or 3? It looks like yes. Do I hear somebody behind me? Oh, there is a group down there by the bank, though. Gonna have to take this one pretty carefully. Ooh, this firefighter might have some good gear for us. It's pretty cold out, so wintertime isn't a bad time to wear the firefighter's gear. But it's so hard to find it in good shape. Yeah, it's toast. Well, no, it's pants, but those pants are basically toast. I've dismantled some watches. It's time to eat a quick bit of lunch here, and then I think we're safe to push into the bookstore. We cleared this group out, and I don't think there's too many more in the area. So I think this is our opportunity, and I think we should take it. We're getting a little bit anxious, though. I think we should do our anxiety break first, and then we'll go ahead and move on into the store. Here we go. I hear some inside. I don't see them. Oh, this is kind of scary. Maybe I would be well advised to remove some of this broken glass, just so we have some safe exits beyond just the door. And the relatively quiet noise of the broken glass should hopefully bring out whoever is in here, like this guy, without bringing everybody in the whole area to us. Alright, I think we're good to move inside. I really like the aesthetic from the mod, which adds the extra foliage. If you don't know, the grass and plants that you see inside, all of that is from a mod called 10 Years Later. Yeah, I hear some back here. So don't think that this is in the base game. It's not. I think it really adds a good look to the interiors and also to the exteriors. There could be a zombie next to a bookshelf here and I wouldn't know. Oh, this is really scary. I think we've cleared out the area though. We might just start looking for magazines and keep a close eye on what's around us. However, Have we read this one? Unread. Okay, we found one magazine that we need so far. They, at some point, changed the loot tables so that only only magazines appear on the same shelf. Is this the same? Yeah, it is. So this shelf has only books, this shelf has only magazines. I'm not quite sure when they put that change in, but it is a little bit annoying. It makes it harder to find magazines in my experience. Metalwork magazine, Angler magazine. I don't know if we have this one, the hit list, yet. Electronics magazine. We might have a second copy of that. Try and do this relatively quickly. If I end up looting an extra magazine, I'm not going to be too upset about it. They're pretty light. Maybe the zombie I hear is actually in the store next door. But we're starting to run out of options for shelves here. Come on. Yeah, there's not too many more we can check. Nothing here, nothing here. Well, I mean, there's plenty of books here, but... Here are zombies. They are freaking me out. Metalwork magazine. Both of these we need. Good cooking magazine. It's not the one we really need. The one we need, I believe, is called The Hunter Volume 3. Metalwork. Okay. No luck here on any of these shelves. We could look in the back here. See if, yeah, there's, I heard this guy. Come here. Let's take care of you. Looks like we also have an emergency exit outside if we need it. Is this a door? Yeah. This is making me nervous. I heard a zombie make noise over here. Gonna just head to the door. Make sure we're not being followed in. One quick check. Then we'll head back for this bookshelf in the back here. Part of the reason bookshelves are kind of scary is that they obscure your vision a little bit. They don't quite hide them the way they do other furniture. At least not in the same way. So I'm always anxious. Alright, yep, that's it. No more magazines here. So we are headed out, and we're headed to our next destination. We're just slowly making our way back here towards the mall, and groups of zombies are already starting to fill in this space again. I mean, look at that one. So it's just going to keep happening. This area, because this area is closer to the downtown of Louisville than the mall is, this area is just going to keep getting filled up with zombies for a long time. Just because zombies will keep getting pushed out. Oh, I woke all these guys up? That's unlucky. We're almost to our car, too. Our car is just down here. Well, I may as well clean up these few also while we're at it. So yeah, the way the zombie pressure works can be kind of difficult to understand sometimes, but really if you just think about it from like a water pressure perspective, there's a lot of water, or zombies, in Louisville. The city is huge. There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of zombies in the city, and they want to be a certain distance apart from each other. So if you give them a place for them to flow to, they will flow to that area. So zombies will keep flowing from highly densely populated downtown Louisville out here to Dottie for Donuts and the mall area, just until we make it to the point where we've used up all the zombies and there's no more water pressure downtown. So yeah, that's how it works. That's why we keep clearing out this area and they just keep coming back, and they're gonna keep coming back for the foreseeable future. Our next destination is somewhere that you should know pretty well. We've spent a lot of time there recently. It just happens to have an area with a whole bunch of bookshelves that I forgot about. So we're actually headed down to the hotel again. We've been spending a lot of time in the hotel trying to clear it out. recently. So because we've been here recently, we're going to have to worry at least a little bit about fake dead zombies. I don't remember quite how busy the lobby looks, but we'll be careful of that. And there's actually a little coffee shop sort of book area inside the bottom floor of the hotel here, which is going to be a pretty good opportunity for us to take a look for more magazines. Although, just like the strip mall that we were just at, we're going to have to fight our way in. Ooh, another feather duster. Add this feather duster to my collection. If you're not aware, I'm collecting feather dusters because I'm going to need a lot of them for what my plan is. And what we're going to do is, once we have enough feather dusters, and I haven't decided what the definition of enough feather dusters is, once we have enough, I'm going to try to kill a zombie with feather dusters. And we'll say that we tickled it to death. Call it the feather duster challenge. It'll be a mini challenge here within this series. The feather dusters, if you're not aware, are part of a mod. They are not actually part of the base game. The Authentic Z mod adds a bunch of different cool zombies to the game that you can encounter. One of them is the maid, which spawns at places like this hotel here. So if you're playing in vanilla and you don't have any mods, you're not going to see any feather dusters, but they're a very poor weapon, as I'm sure you can understand. They don't do a lot of damage. They break very quickly. So I'm prepared to use a lot of feather dusters to just kill one zombie with them. And here we go. Here's another one. That's pretty lucky. How's the rest of the mall looking? There's a ginormous pile of bodies over there. That's crazy. It's crazy how many zombies remain in this hotel after we've been spending so much time clearing them out. What's also kind of crazy is that they're still in the bottom floor here in this continental breakfast space, because we've cleared that area out a number of times. What I think the explanation there is that when you reload the game, it kind of redistributes the zombies to a certain extent within the cell. So every time you hit save, it doesn't always save the location of every single zombie in the entire game. So I think despite the fact that we cleared out this breakfast area already, reloading the game in and of itself kind of redistributes them. And so there's more in the breakfast area. Okay, how are we looking? Not great. There's still too many zombies here. This room area down here on the bottom, this is where we want to get to. It has a bunch of bookshelves. I'm gonna end up getting cornered here though if I'm not careful. Come on, guys. I don't want to take all of you outside. Well, we're getting closer. I'm walking on top of some dead bodies here, which is freaking me out. And I hear noises coming from all over the place. So we're gonna be pretty careful here. The last thing I want to do is push up too far. Maybe I should take some of these sheets down and improve the visibility here. I think I might give that a shot. Can I remove curtains? If there was a zombie right there, like if this guy was here instead, he could have bitten me while I removed that curtain. So removing the curtains is probably riskier than it's worth. Just staying away from them is probably better. Okay. They're still coming down from upstairs. There's still a number of them in the area that we need to get to. It's possible that we could end up getting bullied out of here, but it's only 2:40 p.m. I think we have enough daylight and energy for the day to wrap up this little escapade here. We'll see, though. I'm not 100% sure how many zombies are going to be in the book area, or indeed how many are going to pour down from upstairs. And they're still coming. Oh, this guy decided to vault over the wall instead of coming straight at me. Sometimes their pathing is a little bit weird, but I guess you have to realize they don't really have brains. Okay, this is scary. You can see the bookshelves now. I don't think that there is a way out of that room. If we go in that room, we might have 0 exits. So, I'm just gonna wander. I'm not gonna do any shouting. Last time I've been here, I've been doing some shouting to pull the zombies down from upstairs. But I think... Oof, do we risk it a little bit? I mean, this is a tight corridor. I think I hear a whole bunch of zombies in the parking garage, which is what's in this whole black area on the left here, or on the right. I don't know though, they could be upstairs, which means they could all be pathing to this staircase right now. It's pretty scary. This, hearing them move, I think, which would indicate that they are coming to the staircase. I just don't know. I just do not know where they are. We might have to back off on this. It is kind of unfortunate. I'd hope to get into those bookshelves today, but really we've been pushing on this hotel quite a bit. So it doesn't actually surprise me that much that we're not finished. The other area we were in earlier, I was much more confident that I could get into with relative ease, but there's still too many zombies in this hotel, I think. It's a little bit quieter now. No, never mind. I was just further away from them. Yeah, like I think they're on the floor above. As much as I would like to get into those bookshelves, I just think that's not going to happen. We gave it a good shot. We're going to have to spend more time here in the hotel before we can loot that room. There's just too many zombies here in the back end of the hotel. Yep, see, falling down from upstairs. That was weird though. That zombie fell off the second story and they didn't fall down. They like landed on their feet. I don't think I've seen that before. It's possible that they've changed that. There have been a couple of patches somewhat recently, but I think the changes are pretty minor at this point. 99% of the effort, or something along those lines, vast majority of the effort going into the game right now is going into build 42, which of course isn't what we're playing right now. We're playing on build 41. And yeah, so don't expect any more real updates for build 41 of the game. They're working on a handful of fixes and bug fixes, I'm sure, but for the most part, build 42 is where all of the developers' focus is right now. And just in case you're not aware what build 42 brings, build 42 is going to be really cool. It's going to bring animals to the game. It's going to completely revamp the crafting system, and I'm not quite sure what that means at this point. What else is it going to do? The map is going to get a lot bigger. A lot bigger. I think they're increasing it by like 30% or something. I'm not quite sure. But the map's going to get a lot bigger. What else? A bunch of cool stuff, I'm sure. Bunch of cool stuff. You can look it up if you're interested. They've been posting their progress online on their website. And yeah, pretty sure you should be able to find it if you go to projectzomboid.com. And you can see what they're up to for build 42. As far as the timetable, I obviously have no real idea on what the timetable might be for build 42, but I would be safe to say we're at least 6 months out from build 42. We might be 6 months out from a open beta in a ways, and then full release. It wouldn't surprise me if build 42 was a year off. But then, of course, you know, I could absolutely be wrong. They're working hard, though. I was also reading that they've hired a couple of new developers for the game, which is super cool. Okay, so we've been wandering around in this back section of the mall for quite a while. No new zombies have joined the party. I still hear several. However, they might not be coming in our direction. It's a bit hard to tell. So we might poke our head in here anyway. Kind of said we wouldn't. It's not a very wise thing to do. But here we are. Doing it anyway. Cooking. Books. Do I have this? I think I have this car manual. I'm going to take it anyway. It's not worth it. Farming Almanac. Already read, okay. That was scary. Well, I'm out of here. We partially looted it. That's what I'm scared of. You can't see the zombies in the bookshelves. The bookshelves hide them. So, that guy was right there, and I definitely didn't see him. Anybody hear me running, and therefore they're coming for me? What do you think? Should we give this one more shot? I don't really want to, but talked me into it. I think I hear one more in here. Must be outside. Read that one. Come on. Yeah, I think what I'm hearing is outside. Herbalist's Guide. I think we have multiple copies of some of these. Uh-oh. This one's coming in. Oh, the glass is gonna wake some other zombies up. They didn't end up breaking the glass. Presume they can see me. Yeah, sure. Stay away. Last thing I want is them lunging at me. The lunge animation is quite bad. Both the times that I've gotten injured by zombies was in the lunge animation. Alright. Did we check all the shelves? I think we checked all the shelves. In which case, that is pretty unfortunate. We have looted a lot of magazine and bookshelves, and we've yet to find the Hunter Volume 3. If you have no idea why I care about that, the Hunter Volume 3, and I could be wrong, it could be a different number, but one of the Hunter magazines lets you make traps without any Hunter skill, and as far as I'm aware, it's the only way to level up your trapping skill. You have to find that magazine unless you start with certain different occupations at the beginning of the game. So yeah, quite disappointing that despite checking all the bookshelves that we've looked at today, we weren't able to find that one specific magazine. It's kind of ridiculous how elusive it's ending up to be, but we'll find it eventually. Like I've said many times before, it's not a critical thing. It's not going to lead us to any life or death situations in the immediate future, or indeed probably ever. There's so much food in Louisville. I don't think we have anything to be concerned about whatsoever when it comes to food. However, it would be nice to have. I've never done trapping in the game before, so I want to do it now. And of course, the one time that I actually want to actively do it, the game isn't cooperating with me. I guess that's kind of just how it goes sometimes. Well, thanks a lot, friends, for joining me today. Really appreciate you tagging along for this adventure, and I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I've sure been having a fun time, and I hope I see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now.